sponsored by Squarespace. This is a $200 apartment in Tokyo. So it's often said that living in Tokyo is really expensive, or that apartments are really expensive, which is probably a fair statement. But if you look hard enough, you can find some really inexpensive places. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to be searching for a $200 apartment. And luckily, the people at Nice from Ibisu have agreed to help me out with this search. But before we start, if you want to see what I'm doing on the daily, check out my Instagram account. If you want to help support the channel, check out the Tokyo merch. And if you guys have any questions about Japan or your Japan travels, check out my Discord community. That said, let's go find our $200 apartment. Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I really want to see a place under $200.
Under $200
Yes.
in Tokyo?
Yes.
Okay, it's quite rare, but like I can find.
All right, let's go. The first apartment is a 9-minute walk away from Tobu Nerima Station, which is a 17-minute train ride from Ikebukuro, so it's kind of on the outskirts of central Tokyo. But the neighborhood sure is pleasant. Many restaurants and shops, pretty much everything you need without having to go to another station. But let's see inside the apartment before we start calling the movers. So this 9.9 square meter studio, about 106 square feet, was built in 1950, so more than 70 years ago. Alright, so this is the first apartment. So excited to show you what it's like. Let's go inside now. Although it has a shared toilet room, there is no bath, so if you're staying here, a local bathhouse or gym membership is probably your best bet if you like taking baths every day. Quick note, Japanese apartments generally have upfront costs, such as deposits, which you partly get back when you move out, while guarantee fees, agent fees, and key money is out your pocket and never to be seen again. Also, some apartments may have monthly management fees, so be sure to factor that in. Okay, so this is what a $200 apartment would look like in Tokyo. Let alone it's on the outskirts of Tokyo, it is still $200. It has a lot of personality. So when you first get in here, you can see that it's about 4.5 tatami mats, less than 10 square meters. So first of all, let me just take you to the entrance area. Just walking into the left-hand side, you have this kitchen sink area. I believe it works just fine. Being that it is a Japanese apartment, you do have this area here. It's kind of the entrance area where you just leave all your shoes. So, whoa. You can see that the floor here, it's a little bit unsteady. The stone entrance here is a little bit cracked, and so when you step on it, it does sink in a little bit, which is a little bit scary, especially since Japan is earthquake prone. So it does have a light here that works properly, so that's pretty nice. And then I believe these like spigots here, these little nozzles, are for connecting a gas stove, so you can probably put just like a little gas stove here. Interestingly, the apartment comes with its own broom as well. The door itself has 2 built-in locks, which is, I guess, is nice. You have a doorknob lock, and then you have the chain lock above. Moving on into this room, you have space for a desk, you have space for a bed, just enough space for yourself. It looks like though the tummy mats are just a little bit warm, so you just gotta, I guess you just live with that. And the wall itself has just a lot of history. If you just look around, you can see something must have happened here at one point, and here as well. So, and here you do have some closet space. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a clothes hanger, but I'm assuming that if you reached up here, you can put your own bar if you really needed to. It looks like the door is just right here. So if you needed to close your closet, then the door is right here just for you. The room does have 2 outlets, so if you do need to plug in some of your electronics, then this would be the place. Unfortunately though, I don't think there are any other electrical outlets around this place, so you're gonna have to use this and maybe use a power strip to get your electricity all around the room. But the positive thing is the room is not that big, so you don't need a long extension cord. So it does look like this apartment has fiber built in, so if you do want internet, you can probably install a router here and get a fiber connection. So if you are a gamer and just want to game all day, you can probably do it here. What's also nice is that it's a corner room, so you get 2 windows on each side. Let's open this and see what the view looks like. Okay, that's nice. So I guess this one that looks right into the wall. Let's see what that one looks like. surprisingly, the window is really big. You can actually, like, it goes all the way down to my knee, which is pretty nice. Oh, it looks like it even has a landline here, so if you wanted to connect to a land phone, you can do it. The ceiling too also has a lot of characteristics. If you just kind of look up, you can see that it has different shades, maybe from over the years, and maybe some kind of water, moisture damage, and then, oh, there's even a hole over there. What's also interesting about this place is that the walls, it looks like it's made from a sand and paper mix. It's really amazing how it's lasted over the years. Also, this apartment doesn't have an AC, so probably in the winter it's going to be really cold, and in the summer it's going to be really, really hot. Nice, even the lights work. So that's pretty much all I can show you in this room, but it also does come with a shared toilet, so let me show you that right now. Wow, so this place comes with a full-on Japanese toilet which you share with all the other people living in this apartment building. But the bright side is that it's pretty clean. But that's pretty much what you get here in Tokyo for $200. Now, if you want to go a little bit closer to central Tokyo, then you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. Let me show you that spot next. Let's go. Before I continue on, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor for this video, Squarespace. If you don't already know, Squarespace is the #1 way to build your online presence. In fact, I use Squarespace to build my website, Tokyo Zebra. Here are just some of the reasons why I love Squarespace so much. Whether you're starting your passion project or building a business, Squarespace has all the tools to get it done while also looking ultra sleek and professional at the same time. They support numerous portfolios and gallery designs which you can customize and even password protect so the right people see your work. Use its fully integrated blogging tools and commenting features such as threaded comments, replies, and likes to help engage your community. And my favorite, built-in analytics to see how your visits, unique visitors, and page views trend over time. So go to squarespace.com today for your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Paolo from Tokyo and get 10% off your first domain or website. That said, let me show you the next apartment. This next place I'm taking you is only a 2-minute walk from Nakai Station, a 10-minute train ride from Shinjuku Station, so the location itself is a lot closer to central Tokyo. So this next place is just a little bit more expensive. Let me show you inside. Alright, so when you first walk in, you can see that there's like an old school closet here for your shoes. Wow, look at that, it opens from the top. Alright, so here's the room. Let's go inside. Nice! The room number is handwritten. I do love these personal touches. Oh wow, look at this room. This 9.5 square meter studio is 24,000 yen, about $225 a month, and was built in 1972, so it's almost 50 years old. So this is what you get for 24,000 yen. Let me show you around this place a little bit to kind of show you all of the different features. Basically, you have about 4.5 tatami mats, and like this is real tatami mats right here. First, you have the closet area, and you have 2 different levels, and what's kind of nice, it looks like it has some closing curtains here so that you can hide it, but it is a little bit difficult to open and close. The magnets don't stick very well. Looks like it even comes with some hangers here. Then just above you have some more storage space, so I guess you can put, you know, like your suitcase or anything in there that you don't really access so much. Over here, this is kind of like your kitchen area. This one has a sink. It's actually running, but it doesn't look like it has warm water. The lights don't work right now, but I'm assuming that if you do move in here, they turn on the electricity for you. So there you go. And this here is where you can put your stove. You can actually buy a separate stove, put it right here. It has some storage just below, like that. It's a decent amount of space. I guess you can put all of your plates and cups and everything. It looks like that's the power right there. From right here, you have a cable running down, and I believe it's for a television set. So if you do want to get some Japanese TV, then the cable runs all the way from here. You can plug it in. One thing though, I love, you know, plugging all of my IT stuff inside of my rooms, but this place, 2 outlets right here for you to use. Hopefully that's enough. But yeah, you can see that this place is this wide. So you could potentially fit a desk here and then like a small futon, maybe a small single bed. And that's probably like about it. Here, interestingly, it comes with its own curtain. I'm assuming you can switch out to your own favorite curtain. And look, they even have a telephone cable just right here. But who uses landlines these days anyway? And the room has its own window. We are on the second floor, so should be an alright view. Let's open up and see. Look at that. And just through the window here, you can see the umeboshi shop that we saw earlier. At least some sun does get into this room. The room does have kind of this window where people can kind of maybe see you inside if the light is on. One thing though, this room doesn't have an AC, so you'll probably be really cold in the winter and super, super hot in the summer. So another thing about this apartment building is that it doesn't have its own shower or bath unit, so you're gonna have to go outside if you're gonna want to do that. But it does have a shared toilet. So let me show you that now. Okay, so we have two different doors here. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Wow, so this toilet doesn't look like the cleanest thing in the world. Let's see door number 2. So it looks like this one is a lot cleaner than the first one, but the positive thing is that it has 2 toilets. So that's pretty much the tour of this entire place. That's everything that you would expect for this type of price. But I know that some of you are probably looking for something, say with its own private toilet. So let me kind of show you one of those places right now. Let's go. Oh, so we're close. While she parks the car, let me show you around the station. So this last one is a 2-minute walk from Takenotsuka Station, which is about a 30-minute train ride from Ueno, so it's pretty far from central Tokyo and rather close to Saitama, although more expensive than the previous 2 apartments and exacts several months of initial fees. A place like this in central Tokyo would fetch a far higher monthly rent. So I just arrived at the apartment. It's just over here. Let's go. This 15.3 square meter apartment was built in 2017, so it's new and even better clean. Alright, so it's just right ahead. This door is a lot nicer than the ones we saw earlier. Oh, wow. Wow, this room is a lot nicer. Be it it's double the price, it is just super clean in here. So let me give you a tour of this place. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel a lot safer in this place, especially since we just had an earthquake recently. It's actually 5 square meters larger than the previous 2 places, but just feels like a lot more space here. When you enter this place, it does have some security, so there is an auto lock at the entrance, so no one can just like come into this place. You actually have to type in a code or use a key to get in. And if you look right here, there's a display. If you have any guests come over, their face will come up on the screen and you can let them in. And also it has a remote here because it has an air conditioning unit, which we didn't see in the previous 2 places. In the summer or the winter, you should be covered. Just looking at the room, I can already see 3 to 4 outlets, which is nice. If you do have electrical items, you should be covered on all sides of the wall. This is the whole kind of center area. You can see my entire body. The ceiling is a little bit lower, but that's because it does have a lock above, which I'll get to in a second. You have this kind of cool blue wall. I don't know, I guess it's pretty cool. You can pull down these 2 bars right here, put a pole, and you can hang your clothes here if you really want to dry it, because it does have an air conditioning unit with a dryer function, so you don't have to hang your clothes outside. Also, if you come over here, there's actually a place where you can put a washing machine. So if you want to wash your clothes, you don't have to go to like a coin laundry or anything outside. You can do it all in here. And then you also have your own kind of kitchen right here. It's like a 1-piece set. You have the sink, you have the infrared heater as a stove. Although it's just 1 IH heater here, it should be enough if you're a single person and you don't do like a lot of cooking, but you do want to heat things up. And if you look underneath, there is space for, you know, your pots and your pans, your plates and your cups. It even has this little nifty holder for your knives. Oh, and look, this sink also has hot and cold water, which is really convenient. And unlike the other 2 places, this one has its own private toilet. Let me show you. What's pretty impressive about this toilet is that it's one of those Japanese toilets, so it has all of the bidet functions, which is, very, very convenient for those that don't like to use a lot of paper. And it also has its own built-in water faucet. By using the same water that you use to wash your hands, it fills the toilet to save water. And plus, this place also has a shower room, so let me show you that. So what you'll find in a lot of Japanese apartments is that it'll have a shower unit, plus it'll have a bath unit as well. This place kind of saves space and just has the shower unit. Personally, it's something that I prefer to save space. I'd rather use the space that's taken up by the bath as a living space. So personally, I love just having a shower room by itself. Now let's have a quick look at the view, what we see. Looks like a wall outside. Let's check the other window. Okay, so this view is a little bit better. You can actually see some sun from this angle. And just looking above, this place has a smoke and gas detector. I don't even remember seeing one in the other two places. That all said, let me take you to the loft area. Wow. Alright, so this place is just enough to have a bed. You can use it either as storage or you can probably put a bed up here. But as you can see that it's not a lot of height. In fact, if I were to sit straight up, I'd hit my head. But it's quite spacious width-wise. In fact, it's the same width as the downstairs. So you can probably fit a queen bed up here. And what's nice is that it has an electrical outlet. So if you wanted to, you can charge your phone or whatever electrical device you had. If I were to lie down completely like this, see, there's not a lot of space here. And if you had a mattress, you'd be like this high, so you would really be facing the ceiling. So this is what you get for $500. Granted that it's on the outskirts of Tokyo, I wanted to show you an apartment that had its own private shower as well as its own private toilet. I think if you wanted to have something a little closer to Tokyo or central Tokyo, then you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. But this is the kind of the things you need to sacrifice if you want to get that price down. So what do you think? Could you live in any of these Tokyo apartments? Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you to the people at Nice Room Ebisu for showing me around. If you want to get a hold of them, their link is in the description. And like always, if you like this video, help me out and hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more of these type of videos or anything related to Japan, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.